One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain. This is especially true for Jamaica's soul child, reggae music. This beat of the island that sends vibrations throughout the entire world, resonating with millions and drawing them to what is not just music, but a lifestyle. How's that for legacy? Well, February is designated as Reggae Month, and we're celebrating this legacy. Hi, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is Jamaica Magazine. Stay with us.
Mosquitoes can spread diseases such as dengue fever. Common symptoms of dengue include fever, severe headache, pain behind the eyes, muscle pain, joint pain, skin rash, nausea, and vomiting. If you feel you have dengue fever, visit your doctor or health center, rest, drink lots of fluids, use only paracetamol for pain. Do not take aspirin or other painkillers. Protect yourself from dengue and other mosquito-borne diseases. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Alongside our music, our food is something that the world knows us for. Being one people out of many, our cuisine is a vibrant mix of flavors from all over the world. See now how the Ministry of Tourism has capitalized on this, hosting a gastronomic evening.
The Ministry of Tourism hosted a gastronomic evening recently in observation of UN World Sustainable Gastronomy Day. Gathered were food professionals and a few heads of missions based in Jamaica on the east lawns of Devon House in St. Andrew.
Tourism then embraces gastronomy as a major platform for its development and growth. We have invited our diplomatic partners from all across countries that relate to us to indulge with us in an element of gastronomy diplomacy.
What you have today is an offering, it's called a beef poikikos. It's beef bones, stewing bones with some fatty pieces, so your brisket, your shin, you've got carrots, butternut, pumpkin, and you've got a dumpling submerged into the gravy itself. It's cooked over open fire.
Thailand is just like Jamaica in so many ways. We grow the same fruits and vegetables in Jamaica that are grown in Thailand. Instead of using Scotch bonnet though, they use a hotter like chili pepper. So we have rice noodles, which are flat and have no taste. But when you put it in a dish and you put lots of different spices and chili pepper, then you taste what a dish should taste like. And it's like a one-pot meal.
Very popular, very popular. Like here with the patties. Normally when we organize some party or reception and we serve this could disappear in less than 5 minutes. Yeah?
Present the rundown cocktail.
I enjoyed it. I was a little bit, I was going to say skeptical, but I'd say curious with the addition of the mackerel, but actually it was quite lovely.
The food lovers were also treated to a gastronomic delight as Ministers Olivia Grange and Edmund Bartlett prepared a unique meal with help from culinary experts.
we're adding the coconut milk. Alright, so we're cooking our first batch. So we're adding in some yam. And a cheese basket. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen.
The Tourism Linkages Network is transforming Jamaica into a gastronomy destination with local flavor and a dash of international spice.
More life.
More memories.
More moments. Jamaica Moves is a call to action to prevent non-communicable diseases. Get active, eat healthy. You can protect yourself from high blood pressure, obesity, asthma, certain cancer diseases, and more.
Coming up next are the major stories that made the news this week.
Hi there, I'm Simone Wolf with your JIS News of the Week. Fitch Ratings Agency this week gave Jamaica its highest credit rating in over 10 years, upgrading the country's long-term foreign and local currency issuer default ratings to B+ from B. The country ceiling has also been improved from B to BB-, while the outlook for the country has been revised from positive to stable. The Ministry of Finance has signed a $15 million loan agreement with the Inter-American Development Bank to implement a skills development project, with women and youth being among those to benefit.
It is expected that by next year we'll have a total of 40,000 persons employed in the global services sector, and within a short period thereafter, another 2 or so years, that number should increase to 50,000.
Small and medium tourism enterprises, SMTEs, in the Caribbean will benefit from $500,000 to implement a disaster resilience project courtesy of the OAS.
Tourism is being seen as a preferred industry for recovery from mega disruptions. So when hurricanes happen and other types of global disruptions, it is tourism that move quickly and bring back economic activity.
The Bank of Jamaica has appointed 2 new deputy governors who will serve for 5 years. Natalie Haynes and E. George Roper have been promoted to the executive management team effective February 18. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called for the fast-tracking of amendments to the Bail Act, which would bar persons charged with gun-related offenses and other serious crimes from getting bail. It was among the issues discussed at last Thursday's National Security Council meeting, the first for the new year. Land has been cleared for construction to start on new barracks to house 250 members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force in Montego Hills, St. James.
If you think you had seen police action, you wait until after the 31st of January and you will see police action. That means the police will be everywhere. And I must tell you, the checkpoints will continue to be enforced.
The Transport Ministry's Road Safety Unit has received 5 portable breathalyzers valued at $2,500. The devices have been donated by Carib Cement Company Limited and were handed over on Tuesday.
Every life we save on the road is worth every investment that we would have made. Some people believe that the faster you drive is the better you are, but it is not so. And the ministry will be ramping up its efforts. We are aware that there is a serious problem with persons driving under the influence of alcohol.
Government will be rolling out a plan this year to begin the phased development of Jamaica's Prison Oval Stadium.
The Sports Development Foundation is currently working through the proposal and working through getting the design done, determining what type of stands will be placed there. And of course, they are in consultation with the St. Catherine Football Association.
And finally, several icons in the local music industry will be honored during Reggae Month 2019 at a Reggae Gold Awards.
We will be honoring 50 icons, 50 persons, individuals, groups, or whatever, who have contributed to the development of the music over the years and to take it to the world.
And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.
Let's get a little breeze on this land. All right. Now let's get some bounce in the rhythm. All right. Let's get some fire on our hearts. Now that is what we call all right. Run, come, get some Jamaica.
On community notice board this week. The Ministry of Justice will be observing Restorative Justice Week 2019 from February 3 to 8. Activities include a National Service of Thanksgiving in Montego Bay on Sunday, February 3. It's followed by Press and Media Day in Kingston on Monday, February 4. On Tuesday, February 5, the team heads to St. Anne for an empowerment session with youth in a correctional facility. And on Wednesday, February 6, they host a town hall meeting in Montego Bay. Trelawney, look out for the Restorative Justice Sensitization Session at a school near you on Thursday, February 7. The 10th International Conference closes out the week on Friday, February 8 in Kingston. Come, learn about the island-wide Restorative Justice Program and hear interesting stories from citizens who have benefited. February is Reggae Month, and the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, along with the Jamaica Reggae Industry Association, will host several events across the island. This week features the Reggae Month church service at the Fellowship Tabernacle, starting at 10 a.m. on Sunday, February 3. Also on Sunday, the Institute of Jamaica hosts Ground Nation. Happening this week too is the birthday celebration of reggae icon Bob Marley on Wednesday, February 6 at the museum bearing his name on Hope Road in Kingston. The public is invited to view exhibitions during the day and stay for a free concert starting at 7 p.m. For a full calendar of events for Reggae Month 2019, you can visit the ministry's website at mcges.gov.jm. Join us all month long as we celebrate reggae's legacy. Do you have something to share on our notice board? Give us a call at 876-922-8690 or email cthomas@jis.gov.jm or kferguson@jis.gov.jm.
Traffic lights till somebody get hurt and the tears start cry. Save a life for the kids, for you and I. Save kids' lives. Make the road safe whether day or night, for pedestrians, passengers, cars and bikes. Save a life for the kids, for you and I. Save kids' lives.
Hey man, it's our job to keep the road them safe. Have to take care of the youth them so we know them safe. And obey the road code, no race. No bother with the speeding case. Make face and check your light them at your tires and brakes. Riders on the pillions who left the helmet. Put on the cell phone, no send no text. No matter what color they on your plate.
When you're on the road, take your time. When you're on the road, bear this in mind. When you're on the road, you can save a life. When you're on the road, when you're on the road, I beg you please be safe. Wear your seatbelt for keep you safe, and make sure
mouth fi cross good. I beg you obey the road signs back good. I put the young ones in a car seats all good. And everybody drive good, I walk good. And we say young and old, I beg you cast good. Remember the dark clothes at night, that is not good. From you I use up the sidewalk, it's all good.
When you're on the road, take your time. When you're on the road, bear this in mind. When you're on the road, you can save a life. When you're on the road, when you're on the road, I beg you please be safe. Wear your seatbelt to keep you safe, and make sure your helmet's in place. When you're on the road, when you're on the road, when you're on the road.
If you are watching and you're not a Jamaican, a citizen that is, there are quite a few ways in which you can become one. And the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency has you covered.
Welcome to this, our citizenship swearing-in ceremony. As of today, when asked what is your nationality, they can proudly say, I am Jamaican.
It feels good, it just feels good, you know, to be a Jamaican today.
I'm Charles Opara, originally from Nigeria, but now I'm a Jamaican.
I'm here for 10 years. And today is a milestone, it's a great day. I feel great inside. And I'm looking forward for a greater things to happen.
This step you have taken shows that how much you have embraced Jamaica as your new home. And we look forward to you joining the fold to help us to build our great country with your continued contribution and commitment to Jamaica's growth and development. As Jamaicans know, you have the rights and privileges of any person who is born in Jamaica. Respect it and treat it well.
So how does a person become a Jamaican citizen? The process is either by descendant, marriage, naturalization, or registration. But first, you need to fill out an application form and submit it with all the required supporting documents to the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA. Granting citizenship through descendant means the person has to be an offspring of a Jamaican. The applicant must produce evidence to support this claim.
Then we would review the lineage to ensure that not only that your documents are authentic, but there is really a relationship between you and that Jamaican that you claim to be your foreparent.
If the process is done by way of marriage, the foreign national has to be married to a Jamaican. Commonwealth nationals usually apply through the registration process, and they would have to be living in Jamaica continuously for 5 years. Registration is also done for persons who are born in Jamaica but were not registered at the Registrar General's Department. As for naturalization, a similar accumulated number of 5 years are required for non-Commonwealth citizens who have satisfied the residential requirements and is of good background. Careful assessment is done on each application.
If when we conduct our due diligence, we find that you are unsuitable to be incorporated in the fabric of Jamaica, meaning that you have a bad criminal background, meaning that you are likely to become a nuisance or any of that sort, then the minister who has the responsibility to confer citizenship has the right to say no.
This person is the Minister of National Security.
The minister has the right to refuse an application on the basis of marriage if you have committed an offense for which you were sentenced for more than 2 years. And the same thing for registration and naturalization. We look in your background to see what kind of person are you, what kind of contribution you would be now making should citizenship be granted.
PICA also collaborates with the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to verify information.
With the Ministry of Labour, we work together to ensure that you who come to us for registration as a Commonwealth citizen or naturalization and you are employed, that you are properly operating under the Work Permit Act. So there is no breach of any law for the persons who are considered. They must be good citizens from the start.
And now that their citizenship is official?
I'm lost for words. It feels good. It feels good. Excited. It makes you feel like, well, you accomplished something. You're there. It's official now. You could say it in your mind that you're a Jamaican, but now you have the official proofs that I'm a Jamaican.
Today marks a very important day in my life, in the sense that for the past 9 years I've been living and working for the government and people of Jamaica. They have accepted me, having applied for the citizenship. And now I feel at home, fully relaxed, that I can now be with them in the land we love.
I always have a passion for Jamaica. It's like my home. There's something like a DNA connection with Jamaica.
As a resident, I have always tried to better my community, my neighborhood. As a citizen, I will aim at helping out and taking care of this paradise with all the resources at my disposal.
These persons are a representation of the Vision 2030 for Jamaica, which is Jamaica should be the place of choice for people to live, work, raise family, and do business.
Cause I was born here, and I was raised here. Sunshine Jamaica, my blessed Jamaica, mighty one, oh, I bless all. So let's remind ourselves and tell the world hello, hello, I'm a Jamaican, we are Jamaicans, hello, hello, I'm a Jamaican.
Basically, growing up and go through the pain and the struggle as a black youth in Jamaica, reggae month and reggae music necessary. Because it take you through with pain and with struggles.
Reggae month, it's necessary because I like reggae and I like gospel reggae. I love the month, yeah, because a Black History Month, Reggae Month, my month, Bob Marley month, and a Black People month. I love it.
Reggae month in Jamaica is of very much importance to me because reggae were born in Jamaica. We are the center and the root of reggae and we must embrace reggae.
Yeah, sure, necessary. Because we Jamaican are just reggae we deal with here. You understand? We don't deal with soca, now them thing there. Are just reggae music. Put we on top now.
It's a part of our culture. And because of some great heroes we have in reggae, we have to continue to celebrate it so that we can remember their life and their history.
The greatest one, I would think it's sung by Jimmy Cliff, Many Rivers, You Have to Cross.
Dennis Brown, The Promised Land.
I like One Love. So One Love something there. The unity something. all over the world. It's a big thing.
The following is brought to you by MOCA, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency with kind support of NIA and USAID.
Criminal minds think they are cunning. The major organized crime and anti-corruption agency have them running. Your friend a shout, come scam. Take time running, because we ready for the ops. Drive up on your block, step out now the block, cyber take a boy your laptop. Pull up every lock, no evidence a drop. We put it in a cuffs and now we have the underline. Sin you scam, you better look out for. When you move corrupt, better look out for. Please say you get wet, look out for. Look out for, look out for. From you say scam, you better look out for. When you move corrupt, better look out for. Please say you get wet, look out for. Look out for, look out for.
The proceeding was brought to you by MOCA, the major organized crime and anti-corruption agency with the kind support of NIA and USAID.
MOCA, MOCA.
We have come to the end of today's show. Thanks as always for watching, and remember, you can send your feedback to jis.gov.jm. Also, like, share, and follow us on all social media platforms. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.